What's going on, guys? So today's live video, what I want to talk about is how to use protein for fat loss if you're trying to lose fat. Okay, so in the other video, I talked about the 5 best supplements that you could take right now to help you increase your fat loss and your weight loss and stuff like that. So what I'm going to go into more detail about today is protein, why it helps you lose fat, how to take it, what protein you should buy, when you should use it, and all that stuff. So I'm going to go into detail about that right now. All right. So there's 3 reasons why protein is going to help you lose off fat. Okay, so number 1 is protein. It's going to be more filling. It's going to make you feel more satisfied than if you just ate carbs and fat alone. So when you eat a lot of protein, it's going to make you feel less hungry. So that's why that's one reason why eating high protein diet is going to keep you from consuming a lot of calories, because it makes you feel more satisfied and satiated and stuff like that. Okay, so number 2 is digesting protein. It takes more calories for your body to process protein than it does for carbs and fats. So that means it's going to increase the thermic effect of food in your body. It's going to increase your metabolism a little bit just from the protein calories itself, because it's hard for your body to digest or to break down the protein molecules and stuff like that. So just taking in protein, high protein, is going to increase your metabolism without doing anything, pretty much. And number 3 is it's really hard for your body to convert protein into fat cells. So like if you're eating too much carbohydrates, your body's gonna convert it into fat and store it as body fat. If you're eating too much dietary fat, your body it's already fat anyway, so it's just gonna store it as dietary fat to use for energy later. But if you're consuming too much protein, it's really inefficient for your body to break it down for energy. And it's more than likely your body's going to burn it off, or it's going to store the excess protein in your liver as glycogen, or in your muscle cells as glycogen. So more than likely, if you're taking in too much protein, it's just going to burn it off or store it somewhere else instead of storing it as body fat. So that's another reason why. And so another reason why you want to consume, why protein is one of the best things that you can take to lose fat, is that when you're on a low calorie diet, taking in protein is going to preserve any muscle mass that you have. So like if you notice, there's some people that they just go, like runners, I guess, that they go on really long runs and for like hundreds of miles and stuff like that. They look like real skinny and so you want to take a lot of protein powder when you're on a diet to preserve your muscle mass, so that way you don't look all stringy and skeleton-like and stuff like that. So it's important that you look firm and toned while you're losing body fat, because ultimately the goal is to lose body fat, not weight. I don't care about my weight, really. I mean, yeah, it's a signal to tell me that I'm losing body fat, but there's so much more that goes into your weight than just body fat, like water, food in your stomach. Like there's so many factors that go into weight. So I don't care if the scale says 300, as long as I'm losing body fat and I look good, that's all that really matters in the end. And so now the type of protein that you should get, there's 2 options. There's whey protein and then there's casein protein. Okay, so whey protein, it's really anabolic, super anabolic. So that means when you take it, you're gonna grow, you're gonna build a lot of muscle and stuff like that. And the casein protein, it's anti-catabolic because it digests slowly, and your body absorbs it slowly and it goes into your bloodstream slowly and stuff like that. So the casein protein will prevent your body from breaking down muscle mass when you're on a diet. So it's important to take casein as well, or you can take it before bed. So that way, when you're asleep for 8 hours and not eating, your body's not going to break down muscle mass for energy and stuff like that. And what I like to do to get the best results is you can mix whey protein and put a scoop of whey protein, a scoop of casein protein, mix it together. So that way you get that spike in muscle protein synthesis, and and when you're on a diet and a low calorie, it'll prevent your body from breaking down muscle mass as well. So I like doing a mix of whey protein and casein protein, especially when I'm on a diet. And if you are lactose intolerant, or if you're like a vegan or vegetarian, you're following one of those diets, you can still supplement with protein powder. I would recommend it, especially if you're vegan or vegetarian, because it's hard to get enough protein in. or you're gonna have to take in a whole lot of calories, especially when you're vegan, if you want to get enough protein in. So most vegans and vegetarians that I know, they supplement with like vegan protein powders and stuff like that. So you can do that. And they also have like lactose-free protein powders if you're lactose intolerant. So don't worry about that. Just worry about getting enough protein in, which is what I'm going to go into right now. So I know a lot of people are wondering, how much protein should I take? So most people, I think the food pyramid recommends, like if you're just a sedentary normal person, like you don't really work out a lot, it recommends like 0.36 grams of protein per pound of body weight. But that's just for like Jim Bob down the street who just Netflixes and chills every day and doesn't really work out or anything like that. But if you're working out like you should and training every day and doing exercise, you know, jogging and stuff like that, especially if you're training really hard, like bodybuilding and stuff like that, you should get at least at the, you know, I like to do just 1 gram per pound of body weight. But if you're dieting for a bodybuilding competition, you're probably gonna want to do a little more to preserve your muscle mass, maybe 1 to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight. But the average across the board, like if you're training, trying to lose weight and working out at the gym every day, like 1 gram per pound of body weight is pretty much like the industry standard as far as protein powders go. What else do I want to talk about? Okay, so what you need to do is you need to get your body weight. So if I'm 200 pounds, I'm going to be consuming 200 grams of whey protein, casein protein mix. So I'm going to get 1 scoop of whey protein, 1 scoop of casein protein, mix it together. And I'm going to be doing 200 grams of that per day. I'm going to split it up 5 times between 5 meals or however many meals I want to eat. Mostly it's probably going to be between 5 and 6 meals. So that way I'm spiking my protein synthesis throughout the day. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, so just 1 gram per pound of body weight, split it up 5 times, 5 or 6 meals, and do a whey protein and casein protein mix, and you should be good to go. But if you guys have any more questions about protein and how to use it or what you should do for whatever you're doing, you can send me a message. Also, if you guys are wondering, I do have personal training available, online coaching available right now. Message me if you're interested in online coaching or online training, and I will get you hooked up. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going to be talking about the rest of the supplements I said earlier. I'll probably do a video tomorrow on the EGCG stuff that everybody's been asking me about. But other than that, I will see you guys later.